Hello, Kids Crossing, specifically elementary leaders. Anyone can watch this, but this is a lot of information for my elementary team, okay? I am going to start with my 9 o'clock team this week, guys. We're going to split the rooms. You should know that. This should not be news to you, but if it is, this is all the information you need to know, okay? I'm going to give you a quick of our new 3rd through 5th space. The chairs won't be in here. So this is where grown-ups will drop off their 3rd through 5th graders in this room. If they have a kindergarten through 2nd grader, they're not bringing them in here, okay? They're going to bring them to the K2 room. Again, this is just for 9 o'clock at this point in time. K through 2, this is your room. Da-da-da. Okay, we've got some fun spaces. We will spend most of team time going through some of this stuff, so I don't want to just repeat myself and do it twice, but this is your new space. So here's what y'all need to do when you wear a badge or lanyard or do anything with a logo on it. People are going to ask you questions. So here's what you need to know. K2, 3rd through 5th graders will start in separate spaces. You will have hang time, which is playing, and you will have connect time, which is the question, and you have a 10-minute countdown. When that 10-minute countdown is over, you will go to the 3rd through 5th graders will travel. I counted 6 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to this room. Okay, you will come in this room. You will have large group, worship, not in that order, worship, large group, the video. If there's a large group game, you'll have that in there. And large group leader, when you pray and say amen, the 3rd through 5th graders will come back in here and they will end in the small group spaces. Now, this small group is a privilege. There are other chairs we can bring over. If we cannot handle sitting in nice seating, we can sit on the yellow rug instead. So it is kind of a good incentive to help your kids. Hey, this is something that you need to be accountable for, to make the right choices, take care of this stuff. The reason like this is because it's also going to be used for youth crossing space on Tuesday evenings. So we have the unique challenge of creating a space that is perfect for 3rd through 5th graders and youth crossing. What's cool is when those 5th graders transition into youth, they're already in the space, so familiar with it. There's certain things that they get to do in youth crossing that they don't do in elementary, like play Pac-Man. Pac-Man will be unplugged. Our kids are not playing Pac-Man. That is only for youth crossing. Try to set this space up to feel older and more mature, and hopefully our kids will rise to it and be older and more mature, right? So still some really the same things in here with some new additions as well. Expectations all still the same. Now, this means that we have to stay on time and stay in the script. This is a great time to do this, honestly, because the script has just changed, or the curriculum has just changed. If you don't know that, watch the other video for some what you missed at training. And so the great news is that this is a really good time to just be messy, and it's okay. These next few weeks will be messy. I will be in both rooms as your timekeeper. I'm going to be in here saying, wrap it up, we got to go. So that means if you're in the middle of something and you still have a paragraph left of your teach, I'm really talking large group leaders at this point, we're done. So sorry. And it's okay. It's okay. Don't be discouraged. I'm not saying it to get you in trouble, to make you feel like you're doing something wrong. It is going to be, we're going to have some growing pains, and that's fine. So just know that if I come in and say, you got 2 minutes, wrap up, or you have 1 minute, let's move. I'm not saying that you're doing a bad job. I'm not mad. I'm not anything other than trying to keep us on time, because now we have the accountability of having to be next door at a certain time so that their room can go, so that the next thing, like there's a lot of things that have to happen in sequence. The good news is this is really going to give our small group leaders enough time to have small group, because I know how it is on Sunday mornings, and we don't always have time for small group because our kids are so squirrely. We take 10 minutes going over the rules or doing other things, or the game takes longer, and you know what? That happens. That's just part of a Sunday morning kids ministry. And so when that happens, it's okay, but what we're not going to do is take that time away from a small group, because I really feel like that is where so much connection happens and so much real life practice happens. The large group is amazing, and they're both such important parts of this ministry. I don't want a short small group because something ran long in hang time or a large group. Okay, so We're just going to be really intentional with our time. I will be in here to just help keep our time going. We're going to have enough leaders in here to do that too. So I'm so excited for our teams the next couple weeks. And we're gonna just be really current and honest with each other of, hey, that was way too long. The script said this would only take 2 minutes, but it took 7. Give me that feedback so I can give to them, because we're writing things, we're new at things, we're all doing this together. So again, this really is a great time to do this, where we get to figure all this new stuff out together. So here's what I need you to promise me. Just promise that you will be honest with me, that you will say this worked, this didn't work. Promise that when I come in and say, hey, I need you to do this, this, and this, that I'm not attacking you as a person or a volunteer, just that we need to stay on time. And gosh, I'm so excited that we get to do this. I'm so excited for your commitment to just to love kids and point them to Jesus, because seriously, it's huge. It's such a huge deal. We talk about this all the time, but what you do matters, and it has ripples into these kids' lives for actual eternity. No pressure. But you guys are making a difference in the lives of our kids for their entire lives and the eternal lives. So way to go. It's going to be great. I hope this doesn't scare you. I hope it excites you. It's going to be fun. I'm going to give you some tools to kind of help with stuff. And you know what? It's a learning curve for our kids too. So we're just going to have so much grace around here. We're going to be dripping in it. So if our kids are a little squirrely and it's a new room and a new environment, anticipate that. Let them know, point something out that's the same for them. We have most of the same toys. We just have a couple new things too. So if a kid is really seeming a little anxious and not able to concentrate, you can ask, would it help if we found a toy that you're familiar with, or something like that. We have fidgets, and we have headphones in each room. Someone brought up a good point about the fidgets. I'm going to set some hard rules with some of these things. If you feel like you need something to help your body focus and stay calm, you may get a fidget, but you may not trade with your friend. You may not get a new one during the lesson. That is yours. You have until you feel you're done with it, and you can give it to your leader. We don't want them to be distractions. They're supposed to be tools. Not every kid needs one. Lots of kids will want one, and that's okay, because eventually it'll lose its luster when they don't get to do all the fun, exciting stuff with it. So the kids who need it, it's there for them, and the rest of the kids, I think they might want it at first, and then they won't need it, so they won't use it. We're not going to make them a big deal. We're not going to give any more attention to them than we need. Headphones are also available. We do know it gets loud, and we do have some kids that really impacts their learning ability. Because they're wearing headphones, it doesn't mean they're not listening to you, and don't let them tell you they can't hear you with those headphones. Yes, they can. It just helps filter out some of that extra noise that is a little distracting for some of our kids. Whew, I talked a lot. That was a lot of information really quickly, but there's a lot going on, and I'm so excited. So thank you for being a part of it. Please let me know if I didn't go over something. 11 o'clock, yes, hi, sorry, I didn't forget you, I promise. I know there's a lot for 9. All of that applies for you, with the one difference that you guys are not going to be splitting our rooms yet. We don't have enough kids to really feel like we would get good momentum if we split it. It would be kind of hard to have like 4 kids and 3 kids in a room, and we really want there to be enough kids to have enough excitement and momentum and kind of hit. That herd mentality sometimes helps getting things, kids moving and getting things off the ground. So we do not feel like we are ready to split that room yet, and we would need a few more leaders as well. So I'm not saying never. I think that'll absolutely happen. We just want to see a couple more, kiddos in the room, and just to have that kind of volume to do that. So it's not a diss, it's not a bad thing on this team at all. I love the 11 o'clock, and really the kids that come to 11 a lot of times are the kids that need a little bit more of that one-on-one, and I love that we have a service that's able to provide that. So way to go, 11 o'clock team. You will be in a new room though. This will no longer be your room. You will go next door for the entire time. You won't split, you won't change in the middle, but this room will no longer be a room that is, safe is very dramatic, but this is not a room set up for kindergartners through 2nd graders. This is a very specific, like you're a little bit older in this room. Some of the toys, some of the things are a little bit older in this room. So your room is now the 2nd room for 11 o'clock, okay? Okay. Thanks, guys. I can't wait for Sunday. I'm really excited. I think there's going to be some excitement in the air. I know it's Labor Day, and so we might have less kids. That'd be fine. That'd be great. The next week, the 8th, will also be kind of what we're going to call like a launch as well. It's week 2 of this. We'll have balloons. We'll have fun. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. We're going to have Jesus. So thanks for being a part of this. I can't wait to see you Sunday. Bye.